About 9.5 months ago, Womble was heading to the movies. The plan was to meet up with Hank, but he couldn't resist busting out a luscious lollipop to enjoy along the way.
Hey Womble, you ready to get going? Oh, hey.
The swirls distracted him good. So much so that he wasn't paying attention to his surroundings at all. In fact, he was so infatuated that he didn't even notice Hank was there.
Wait up.
Hank tried to get his attention, but for whatever reason, Womble began to pick up the pace, causing Hank to eat his dust. He carried on with considerable speed, right up until he collided with an unsuspecting Berlin pig. Hey, Berlin, Womble said as he picked up his soiled lolly. Berlin was truly a sight to behold, and not in a good way. In all honesty, he looked terrible. He stood there like a soggy sandwich, wearing his bathrobe. His coloring was way off. The signs were obvious that he was in no condition to do anything. He looked just plain sick.
Hey Womble, are you going to see the new Narwhal movie? It looks like everyone is going. I'd be there, but I haven't been feeling very well lately. This is actually the first time I've been outside in a week because the mail's been piling up. I've been trying not to go out in case it's contagious.
Right on, man, Womble said. And yeah, we're heading over to the movies now. I'm just looking for Hank. Have you seen him anywhere? I'm right here, Hank said. Oh, Hank, when did you get here? I've literally been looking all over for you.
Golly.
I saw you further back and I just caught up with you, Hank replied, choosing not to bring up that Womble hit him in the face with the lollipop wrapper and that he needs to pay more attention to what he's doing. Sometimes you have to know when to pick your battles. Well, now that you're finally here, Womble said, I think we better get going so we have enough time to get snacks before the previews start. And with that, Hank and Womble said goodbye to Berlin and continued onward. Not far into the walking, Womble's eyes began to drift back toward his lollipop. It's like that was all he could focus on. Hank looked on in horror as Womble rose the lolly to his lips. You're not gonna eat that, are you? Yeah, why not? It seriously hasn't even been 10 seconds since Berlin Pig sneezed all over that thing, and here you are about to stick that pestilent pop in your mouth? I can't believe you'd actually... Oh, you're gonna eat it anyway. You gotta look me in the eye while you do it? Come on, man. That is absolutely disgusting. I can't believe you did that, dude. I hope it was worth it because that was nasty. The movie they went to see was Narwhal Thunder 2. The first Narwhal Thunder came out the year before. It was relatively low budget, but it was known for its intense action and high-octane drama. So the sequels were subsequent at that point. Halfway through the second act, the lollipop was completely digested. It was only a matter of time before that gross stuff that Berlin gave him began to take its toll. In what seemed like an instant, Womble went from feeling just dandy to feeling totally bleh. He thought he could manage making it through the rest of the movie, but when he felt like he was gonna hurl, all he could think of was that he had to get out. Now. Womble made it home just in time for all the symptoms to set in. Chills shot up through his body. He felt like he was his own refrigerator. And at the exact same time, he had a temperature and was burning up. His body ached all over. And, you guessed it, he felt super nauseous. Womble was so sick that he ended up paying a visit to Doc Oliver's office. "Greetings, Womble. What brings you in today?" the doc inquired. "I had a lollipop that got sneezed on, and I ate it anyway," Womble replied. "Ugh, you shouldn't eat things that have been sneezed on, Womble. That's just asking for bad news, and no good news," Doc Oliver said before he got to work. He performed a quick checkup. Among other things, Doc Oliver listened to Womble's heart and lungs with his stethoscope, took a gander in his ears with his otoscope, and with a tongue depressor, had a look at the back of his throat. After the exam, he had a good idea of what was going on. "Well, it looks like you caught that bug that's been going around," Doc Oliver said. "I'll give you some medicine that should help you get better." Doc Oliver continued, "In the future, it's important to remember to stay healthy. Just by taking precautions, you can keep from becoming sick in the first place. You can start by eating your share of fruits and veggies, making sure you get enough sleep at night, get some exercise, staying up to date on your shots and vaccinations, take your dose of daily vitamins." Side note, vitamins come in many shapes and sizes, and can look like candy or other medicine that is made to help you when you're already sick, and may not be good for you to take otherwise. So don't be shy about asking for help before taking them. Make sure you stay hydrated by drinking a wealth of water. Wipe down and sanitize surfaces that are used often. Cover your coughs and sneezes with your arm and not your hands. And speaking of hands, make sure you wash your hands often, using warm water and soap for at least 20 seconds, or for as long as the Womble theme song. Doc Oliver sent Womble home. He took his medicine, drank a ton of fluids, got plenty of rest, and got caught up on all of his shows. Eventually, Womble felt a lot better. But like the doc said, that bug was making its rounds. And before long, everyone got sick. Womble paid more attention to his surroundings, and made sure he kept his distance from everyone that wasn't feeling well, just to be safe.